Have you ever wanted something so badly, but no matter how much you tried, prayed, or visualized, it never came? You journaled, you scripted, you said your affirmations, still nothing. But others, they seem to manifest effortlessly. So what's missing? Maybe the secret isn't in wanting more. Maybe the real magic lies in becoming more. Because the universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you are. The invisible truth of manifestation. We live in a world that praises the power of desire. Want it, dream it, speak it into existence. And while wanting is a spark, it is not the fire. Desire is the starting point, not the destination. Here's what most people get wrong. They think if they want something hard enough, the universe will deliver it. But the universe is not a vending machine. It's a mirror. It doesn't respond to what you beg for. It reflects back who you are being. That's why two people can want the same thing, but only one receives it. The difference? Vibration. One is wanting from lack. The other is aligning from embodiment. One is reaching. The other is radiating. Vibrational dissonance. You say, I want love, but inside you feel unworthy. You doubt it. You chase it. You fear it won't come. That frequency, it repels love. You say, I want abundance, but you obsess over every bill. You stress over every cent. You declare your desire, but your nervous system screams lack, and that's what the universe listens to. Your core vibration, not your surface affirmation. When there's a gap between what you want and what you feel, manifestation pauses. The law of attraction is the law of resonance. Like attracts like, not like attracts want. Identity is destiny. Here's the most powerful truth. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you believe you are. Identity is the foundation. If deep down you see yourself as someone who always struggles, you will manifest more struggle. If you see yourself as unlovable, you will unconsciously block love. But if you shift your identity, not just your thoughts, but your being, everything changes. Want to manifest love? Become love. Want to manifest wealth? Feel abundant before the money arrives. Want to attract peace? Be the calm in your own chaos. You don't wait for the external to feel internal. You become the internal, and the external follows. The loop of lack. Let's talk about the trap, the cycle that keeps people stuck. You want, you don't receive. You want harder. You chase more. You get frustrated. You doubt. You spiral. And every step deepens the energy of lack. Because the very act of needing says, I don't have. I am not. This is why people say, I've done everything. Why isn't it working? Because doing is not being. Because affirming is not aligning. The shift happens when you step out of the loop. When you stop asking, how do I get it? And start asking, how do I embody it? The shift to embodiment. Embodiment means becoming the energy now, before the result, before the proof, before the payoff. This is hard for the logical mind. It wants evidence. It wants control. It wants guarantees. But manifestation is an energetic process. It responds to alignment, not effort. Try this. Instead of saying, I want to be happy, ask, what does happy me think, feel, and do? Then become that. Instead of begging for a relationship, ask, what would someone who knows they are worthy of love do today? Then do that. Instead of wishing for success, ask, how does my highest self move? Then move like that. The mirror principle. Remember, the universe mirrors you, not your mask, not your performance, but your frequency. And frequency doesn't lie. If you radiate confidence, the world reflects respect. If you radiate joy, the world responds with flow. If you radiate neediness, the world pulls back. If you radiate wholeness, the world offers abundance. So the work is not to chase, but to shift, to become the version of you that no longer needs to ask, because they already are. They already feel it. They already live it. And so it comes. Living from the outcome. Here's the final piece, and it's the most transformative. Live as if it's already done. Not with delusion, not with fantasy, but with frequency. Feel how your future self walks, speaks, chooses. Let that guide your now. Because when you are the version of you who already has it, you collapse the timeline, you shift the field, you embody the outcome. And outcomes don't resist embodiment, they rush in to meet it. Closing reflection. So, what are you attracting today? Are you attracting from who you want to be, or from who you still believe you are. The difference is everything. You don't have to force, you don't have to chase, you only have to align with the identity of the one who already has, who already is, who already trusts. Because once you become, you receive, not because the universe finally listened, but because you finally tuned in. What do you think about this content? Let me know in the comments.